Good day, grade 10 students. This is a pre-recorded lesson on the topic angles formed by parallel lines cut by a transversal. For this topic, you should be able to identify and illustrate the conditions for two or more lines to be parallel and a line to be a transversal of the other two lines. Second, we are going to illustrate and identify each of the following pairs of angles formed when lines are cut by a transversal. And lastly, we are going to solve problems involving angles formed by parallel lines cut by a transversal. So to start this lesson, let's first define what parallel lines are. Parallel lines should be coplanar lines, meaning they should lie in the same plane. They never intersect, no matter how far they are extended. So using this figure, if line M is parallel to line N, then using mathematical notation, we can denote that using this symbol. So line M is parallel to line N. So again, the key characteristics of a parallel line or parallel lines, they should lie on the same plane, they are coplanar, they never meet or intersect, and they remain the same distance apart. So for example, in this figure, line M and line N, they are, let's say, 2 units apart. So constant yan, yung 2 units na yan, yung kanilang distance. Examples of parallel lines in real life. So your ruler, assuming that your ruler is straight. So both these lines can never meet. Also your notepad, your ruled one whole sheet of paper or 1/2 sheet of paper. Also the rail tracks. Next, how about skew lines? Skew lines are lines that do not intersect. They are not parallel. However, take note that skew lines should lie on different planes, meaning they are non-coplanar. Okay? And skew lines, they can only exist in 3-dimensional space. So, in a 2-dimensional space, kung meron ka lang length and width, so you cannot visualize or you cannot represent skew lines. So real life example of skew lines. So kapag meron kang system of interconnected roads or highways. So itong road na to or highway na to, okay? And yung nasa baba naman, so those are skew lines, no? So they lie on different planes. Yung isa nasa baba, the bottom plane, yung isa naman nasa taas or the top plane, no? So they are not parallel, also they do not intersect. Next, we have the transversal line or simply transversal. A transversal is a line that intersects two or more coplanar lines at different points. Okay? So the lines crossed by a transversal may be parallel or non-parallel. So in this figure, okay, so we have here two lines. This first line and another line here. So these two lines are cut by a transversal. So nasaan yung ating transversal? So ito yon. So this is the transversal because this line intersects the yellow line and the blue line at two different points. So this point and this point. Okay? The yellow line and the blue line are not parallel. Now, for the second diagram or figure, take note that the lines, line F and line G, so these lines are parallel. Okay? And they are cut by another transversal. This time, this is line H. So line H is the transversal. Okay, so again, key concept here is that transversal should intersect two or more coplanar lines at different points. And those lines may be parallel or non-parallel. So, if you have two lines which are cut by a transversal, then there are different angles formed. So here we have line J and line K, and these lines are cut by transversal T, this red line here. And there are 8 angles formed, labeled as follows. No? So we can use the shaded region to identify whether the angle is inside, meaning interior, or exterior, nasa outside, same side, or alternate side. Sige, so tignan natin dito, no? So what are the angles found in the interior region? So for the interior region, you have 4 angles. So that is angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, and angle 6. So those are the interior angles. Now for the exterior angles, you have also 4. So those are angle 1, angle 2, angle 7, and angle 8. So nasa exterior, nasa labas sila ng yellow shaded region. Okay, so I hope it's clear the difference between the exterior and interior angles. Next, how about this same side? So if considering the diagram, so this is your transversal, itong red line na to. So we have the left side. Okay, so this is the left side because this is the left of your transversal, and this is your right side. Okay, so left side, right side, very basic. Now, for same side, the angle should lie on the same side. For example, 4 and 5, they are the same side because they are found both at the left side. What else? 2 and 7, they are same side because they are found both on the right side. Okay, so that is same side. Now for the alternate side, okay, so if one angle lies on the left side, then the other must be at the opposite side. Okay, so left yung isa, right yung isa. So that is the definition of alternate sides. Okay, so what else? 3 and 5, okay, 3 ay nasa right, si 5 ay nasa left. So that those are alternate sides. Okay, so what happens when a transversal crosses two lines? So it will form several angle pairs. So meron tayong pag-aaralan dito na 5 types or classifications of angle pairs aside from what you have discussed yesterday. So let's discuss them one by one. So first, we have the same side interior angles. So ano yung sinasabi nito? So these angles should lie both interior, nasa interior dapat silang dalawa, and on the same side of the transversal. Okay, so from the name itself, dapat alam mo na kung paano mo i-identify yung angle pair na to. Same side, interior. Okay, parehong interior, nasa loob, parehong nasa the same side. For example, 4 and 5. Okay, parehong nasa left, parehong interior. 3 and 6, parehong nasa right, parehong nasa interior. So same side interior angles. If there is same side interior, meron din dapat same side exterior. So same side and parehong exterior. Example, 1 and 8, both exterior, both left side. 2 and 7, both exterior, both right side. Next, corresponding angles. So, ito yung medyo tricky, no? So, madali lang yung first two kanina. So, for corresponding angles, these are angles that lie on the same side of the transversal but have different vertices. So, ano yung sinasabi nito, no? So, how should we ensure that those two angles have different vertices? So, first, one angle, okay, must be in the interior region, while the other angle must be in the exterior region. Okay, pero take note, dapat same side sila. Okay, same side, yung isa interior, yung isa exterior. So that is corresponding angle. Example, let's see. So angle 1, exterior, left side. Okay? So kailangan yung ka-pair niya sa corresponding ay interior left side. So nasaan yung interior left side? That is angle 5. Okay, another example. Angle 2, exterior right side. So the pair should be interior right side, which is angle 6. Another one, angle 3. Angle 3 is interior right side. So the pair for corresponding angle should be exterior right side, angle 7. Okay, so that is all about corresponding angles. Number 4, alternate interior angles. So this means that they are on opposite or alternating sides. Okay? But since may word na interior, dapat nasa loob silang pareho. Okay? Nasa loob pareho, pero yung isa nasa left side, yung isa nasa right side. So example 4 and 6 and also 3 and 5. Okay? So take note, if we are talking about these angles, so dapat by pair sila, no? So dalawa. Kung hindi pwedeng stand alone, hindi pwedeng iisa yung ibigay mong angle. It should come by pair. Okay? And last but not the least, alternate exterior angles. Okay? So alternate, yung isa nasa left, yung isa nasa right, but both lie in the exterior region. Okay, so 1 and 7. Left side is 1, right side is 7. Both are exterior. 2 and 8. 2 is right side, 8 is left side. Both are exterior. Okay, let's have some concept check to determine if we are already familiar with the 5 relationships between this pair of angles. So for number 1, what is the relationship of the angle pair angle 1 and angle 5? Angle 1 ay nasa exterior, angle 5 ay nasa interior. They lie on the same side, so corresponding. Okay, so corresponding angles. Number 2, angle 3 and angle 5. 3 is nasa interior, nasa left side. 5, nasa interior, nasa left side. Okay, so same side, interior. Next, angle 2 and angle 8. Angle 2, exterior. Angle 8, exterior. Both on the same side. So same side, exterior. Okay? So, next, number 4, angle 2. But this time, ang ka-pair niya is angle 6. So, angle 2 exterior, angle 6 interior, they lie on the same side. So, this is corresponding. Number 5, angle 4 and angle 5, they lie on alternate sides. Yung isa nasa right, yung isa nasa left, but both are interior. So, alternate interior. And lastly, number 6, we have angle 1 and angle 8. Opposite sides, 1 is left side, 8 is right side. Both are exterior, so alternate exterior. So you may pause this video if you want more time to reflect or review the answers for this concept check. So let's proceed to the next one. So what happens when the lines cut by the transversal are parallel? Okay, so sabi natin kanina, kung yung transversal mo, okay, pwedeng parallel, pwedeng hindi parallel ang kanyang i-cut. Pero ano kaya yung mangyayari, ano kaya yung special if the lines cut by your transversal are parallel? Okay, so what happens specifically to the measures of those 5 angle pairs? Yung corresponding, yung same side interior, same side exterior, alternate interior. Ano kayong mangyayari sa measurement ng mga angles na yon? Okay? So for example, this is our figure. So lines A and lines B are parallel, no? So indicated by these arrows. So kung may ganyan sa figure, okay, so we are sure that those lines are parallel. And here you have the blue line, which is your transversal line L. Okay? Ayan. So ang sagot, when parallel lines are cut by a transversal, the angle pairs are either, okay, so dalawa yung pwedeng maging result, no? So either they are congruent or they are supplementary. So tignan natin, no? So for corresponding angles, for same side interior, for same side exterior, ano kaya ang relationship? Are they congruent or are they supplementary? Sige, so let's look at the congruent angle pairs. So kapag sinabi mong congruent, yung angles, they have the same measurement. Okay, so tatandaan nyo yan because we will be using this word starting this quarter until the 4th quarter. So maririnig nyo yung word na congruent, no? So aside from the known vertical angles, because from yesterday we already know that vertical angles are always congruent, no? So aside from those vertical angles being congruent, itong mga to ay congruent din. So what are those? So corresponding angles are also congruent, no? So si angle 1, angle 5, equal yan, yung measurement. Same with angle 2 and angle 6. Okay? What else? Angle 3 and angle 7. Congruent din yan. Angle 4 and angle 8. Okay? So those pairs of corresponding angles are congruent. At take note, always remember this, mangyayari lang yon. That is only true kapag yung parallel lines, okay, itong parallel lines na to ay cut by a transversal. Okay? So let's say for example, this is line A, line B, transversal T, no? So mangyayari lang yung corresponding angles na magiging congruent if line A is parallel to line B. So kung hindi parallel si A at B, hindi magiging congruent ang corresponding angles. Okay. Aside from corresponding angles, the alternate interior angles are also congruent. So angle 3 and angle 6 equal yan yung value. Angle 4 and angle 5 equal lang din yan. Okay? So take note, no, yung nandito sa symbols. So 3 equals 6, 4 equals 5, but not 3 equals 4. Okay? So hindi pwede yan. So hindi sila equal na apat. So the pairs are only congruent. So please note of that. And lastly, the alternate exterior angles are also congruent. So angle 1 and angle 8, angle 2, and angle 7. So the corresponding angles, the alternate interior and alternate exterior, so all of those are congruent angle pairs. Next, how about the supplementary angle pairs? So aside from the known linear pairs, because alam natin na ang linear pair ay always supplementary, so aside from those pairs, ito din ay supplementary angles. So you have the same side interior angles at saka yung same side exterior angles. So kapag kukunin mo yung sum ni angle 3 plus angle 5, ayan ay mag-a-add up to 180 degrees. Ganon din si angle 7, okay, and angle 1. So those are same side exterior. If in-add mo sila, the sum would be 180 degrees. Okay, so supplementary angle pairs. Let's have some practice exercises applying what we have learned so far. So in the figure, two parallel lines are cut by a transversal. So as stated in the given, itong dalawang linya na to ay parallel, no? So lagyan natin ng palatandaan na parallel sila. So again, we use those arrows, no? Arrowheads. So given angle 2 is equal to 30 degrees. So this angle here is equal to 30 degrees. So find the measures of the remaining 7 angles. So di ba 8 yan kanina nung binilang natin? So we only know one value. So we need to find the value of the other 7 angles. So using what we know. Okay? Ano ba yung mga alam natin na angle pairs? You have your vertical angles, linear pair, corresponding angle, same side interior, same side exterior, alternate interior, and alternate exterior. So i-apply natin yung mga yon, no? Para makuha yung value ng 7 angles na to. Sige, so let's start with the adjacent angles to the given angle 2. Ano yung adjacent kay angle 2? Si angle 1. Okay? And we know that based on the given figure, angle 1 and angle 2 are linear pair, no? So linear pair meaning sum is also equal to 180 degrees. So napakadali si angle 1. So that is just 180 minus 30. So angle 1 is 150 degrees. Okay? What else? How about angle 1 and angle 4? What can you say about the angle 1 and angle 4? They are vertical angles. Okay, vertical angles. So meaning vertical angles are always congruent, no? So kung ano yung measure ng isa, ganun din yung measure ng pangalawa. So meaning angle 4 must be also 150 degrees. Okay, so 150 din si angle 4. And similarly, angle 2 and angle 3 are vertical angles. So therefore, angle 3 is 30 degrees. O, so meron na tayong apat na lang yung wala, no? So from this 4 that we have solved, can we get the remaining 4? Dapat yes yung sagot, no? So paano? So we can use the knowledge that we know, since the two lines are parallel and cut by a transversal. So it's either congruent or supplementary lang naman ang kailangan nating i-determine, no? Sige, so let's start. Dito tayo muna kay 5, no? So, paano natin makukuha si 5? We know that angle 1 and angle 5 are, ano sila? Yung isa nasa exterior, yung isa nasa interior, pero parehong left side. So, those are corresponding angles. Okay, so corresponding angles, congruent or supplementary? The answer is congruent, no? So angle 5 is 150 degrees. Okay, so since alam na natin to, so we can use again yung linear pair and vertical angles, or you can do other also, no? So for example, kung gusto mo si 6, pwede mong kunin yung relationship ni angle 3 and angle 6. Angle 3 and angle 6 are alternate interior, no? And we know that alternate interior angles are congruent also, no? So angle 6 is 30 degrees. So since 5 and 8 are vertical, so 8 is 150 also. 6 and 7 are vertical, therefore 7 is 30 degrees. So, ganun yung approach natin. Okay, so find the relationship of the angle pairs. So, kailangan mong tignan, kunin, i-determine yung relationship ng dalawa, no? So, hindi mo titignan ng isang beses yung lahat ng unknowns, kundi step by step tayo, no? So one angle at a time. Then it's either corresponding, it's either congruent or supplementary. Okay? How about this? So meron tayong konting algebra dito. So in the figure, line C is parallel with line D. Okay, and meron tayong transversal dito in order to form the 8 angles. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, 5, 6. So, this is unknown and this is unknown. Okay, so find the measures of the 6 angles. Okay? But since ang given sa atin ay ito, which is expressed in terms of x, 3x plus 5 degrees, and ito, which is 2x plus 10 degrees. So, dito tayo mag-work muna, no? So, hanapin natin ito. Let's say this is angle A. This is angle A. And this is angle B. Okay, so, ano yung relationship ng angle A and angle B? So, si angle A ay nasa left side, nasa right side. Si angle B ay nasa left side. Pareho silang interior. So, angle A and angle B are alternate interior angles. And since we have parallel lines, therefore, alternate interior angles are congruent. So, angle A is congruent to angle B. So, yan yung ating equation. So, substituting the values in terms of x, this is 3x plus 5 is equal to 2x plus 10. So, let's solve for x. Okay? So, simple lang yan na transpose. 3x minus 2x is x. 10 minus 5 is 5. So, x equals 5. No? Pero that's not our final answer. We need to find angle A and angle B. So, angle A is 3 times x, which is 5, plus 5. Okay, so this is 20 degrees. So, angle B is also 20 degrees since they are both equal. No? So, find the measures of the 6 angles. You already know this one. Parang yung ginawa natin kanina. No? So, si angle 5 ay 20. Okay? Si angle 4 ay 160. Paano nakuha si 160? Okay, so supplementary angles. They are linear pairs. So 160 plus 20 must be 180 degrees. Angle 6 is 160. So you can pause this video to solve for angle 2, angle 1, and angle 3. Okay, so this ends my pre-recorded video. So for your activity before we dismiss for Tuesday, please answer this non-graded sheet work in a one whole sheet of paper. So calculators, gadgets are not allowed. So simple arithmetic lang ang kailangan nyo dito. So for part 1, answers only. For part 2, answers only, but you can show your scratch work or solutions doon sa one whole sheet of paper. But please make sure to box your final answers. Okay, so thank you very much for listening and see you next week.